Hey, it's Michael Saul with the Stock Market Trading Watch List for Monday, October 31st. Happy Halloween 2011. Let's take a look at the major indexes and some stocks. I have a nice group of stocks that are outside the normal ones I usually cover, so hopefully we'll spot some diamonds there. And not literally the diamonds. Ha ha ha. Okay, let's take a look at the S&P 500 first. Has the little pause / inside day on Friday session. So nothing's changed from the analysis that we did on Thursday. And we have a 1327.08 target as the 162% retracement of this swing. But if we adjust the grid up to here, okay, this is going to be the line in the sand. It's 1307. I think it's 1307.08. Whatever it is, it's irrelevant, the exact pinpoint number. It just means that area. So this is the line in the sand. If we get through this, then we're looking at a new high on the year for a target. But if we stall here, watch for a pullback or a pause. I'd love a pullback, but I've been saying that. I sound like a broken record here. But, I think that if we head into this level and we stall out and we pull back, all right, it could shake out some of the weak hands and offer another buying opportunity. I'm still bullish here. I've turned bullish since the follow-through day, which is this candle on the NYSE chart, not here, and we just have not had a pause since then. I mean, just one day down basically the whole way up from the low. Could we just rocket ship up to the highs? Yes, we could. I just don't think that's the probable scenario. I think we're going to pause at least once, get some sort of pullback, and that's going to be healthy because that's going to be able to give the opportunity for the bulls to step in, for the buyers to step in, and push us through the levels that need to be pushed through in order to touch the highs. All right, that's my opinion, and for now, I'm sticking to it, right? It's subject to change, of course, as the market changes. Let me get rid of this. That's the tick chart. Okay. NASDAQ 100, also an inside day. This is above the 78.6% retracement, so this is suggesting a test of the highs. And the Russell, the Dow looks similar to the S&P. No need to go over it. The Russell has the 200-day moving average, also an inside day on Friday. They all had inside now range days. So the 200-day moving average, that's going to be the target for the Russell. And it could coincide with the 78.6% test of the S&P, may or may not, but that gives two indexes key levels to watch and to see what we do there. If we, like I said, if we stall or if we just kind of rip it through. All right, let's go through the indexes. The sectors, sorry. Semiconductors, 200-day moving average, next target. Banks, okay, nice pause. 200 days a little bit away up here, so let's try to see if we can catch any level before that. Put some horizontal lines on, a little bit under it here. See, that's 46.61. This is 45.11. So there could be potential resistance before the 200-day. Let's look at the broker-dealer. All right, pause day there as well. And you got 99.70 as resistance, and then you got the 200-day. All right, look at some stocks while we're here. Bank of America, okay, 89 EMA would be the next target up there. JP Morgan, okay, little pause day here. Target on the upside would be 38.50 area. Citigroup, okay, really nice movement here. Has some resistance. Let's get rid of this. Has some resistance here at 36.79, and then you have the 200-day above. Look at the two I was watching out. Here's Northern Trust. All right, Northern Trust has resistance at 42.98. We went to 42.70. Zion. All right, watch for a push there. There's resistance up here at the 200-day moving average. This has a lot of room. So it could have just shoot right up there. I mean, yeah, but it's probably whole number resistance at 20. All right. Broker stuff to look at is gold, like stuff like Goldman. All right into the middle of this last little coil. So this is resistance right here, and then above it we have the 125 area. 125.50 is this last low. That's another 10 points from here. All right, MS has resistance at 20. That's at 2010, 2018. Okay, Legg Mason. Okay, at 30.50. 30.56 as potential resistance, and then the 200-day moving average. Okay, cyclicals, little pause day after this big move on Thursday. All right, got the resistance up here, the 200-day, the XLB, resistance at the 200-day. Biotechs, all right, 89 EMA so far holding as resistance. Up here, 12.42, next resistance. And then the 200-day, that's a nice move from there. There's a lot of air in here. Could find resistance on the way up. All right. Healthcare, nice move here. Really nice move off the lows here. We have a horizontal line resistance at 22.90. Yeah, it's a little bit under 22.90. Okay. Retail, the RLX. Okay, pulled back as the market was going up, but retail is going to be juiced here coming up. Right, we're already into the holiday season, so come November, that's where they start to put out the numbers and the comps, and all the Black Friday stuff, and which is the day after Thanksgiving, so that's a while away, but still, I mean, right now into the retail season, so this is a good index to watch. All right, gold, pause right above the 50-day, did hold it into the close. All right, you got the 173.14 as resistance there. SLV, not SLC. Got these moving averages still, that hasn't changed. All right, the 89, the 50, and the 200. OIL. Okay, looks like it's consolidating here. See if it can punch up to that 200-day moving average. Look at a couple of stocks. You got Exxon above the 200-day. May want to consolidate. You have resistance at 83.24. ConocoPhillips. Okay, back below the 200-day. You got your moving averages here. You got Hess Corporation. All right. Resistance at 67.65, and then you got the 200-day above that. So overall, the indexes are overbought. Okay, to me, they look like they're going to try to squeeze a little bit higher here into that 78.6% retracement on the S&P, the 200 on the Russell. Could they pull back before they hit those levels? Sure. If they did pull back before they hit those levels, they would have a better chance of breaking through them when testing it. But I just have a feeling they want to keep us juiced here at least into the first few days of the new month, which, by the way, November starts the best 6-month period in the market historically. That doesn't mean it'll happen again this time, but historically it has been, and it's been a pretty decisive difference. All right, I'm writing an article on that. I just took a break from writing an article on that historical stock market trend to do this video. So you can go to the site and check out the site and read all about that after you watch this video. Go to the Stock Market Trends X site. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sitting here expecting us to go higher, and the most devious thing is us to just roll out over from here, right? We're being this overbought, but I think these lines are going to act as magnets, right? The 78.6 and the 200-day on the Russell. All right, so now take a look at some of the stocks that we look at in the videos usually, and then I got a bunch of new ones. So this video is going to be a long one here. I apologize. I know people asking me to try to keep it under 10 minutes. I'm trying my best, but I don't want to give up any good material in order to squeeze it in there, right? So Apple is in. I mean, this isn't the best looking triangle, especially using this as part of it, but it's it's definitely in a coil of some sort. So watch for it to break either way. Amazon, a nice day on Friday. After the big gap up, we talked about the test of the 200-day. Okay, anybody who grabbed calls down there or sold puts down there, pretty happy after Friday. Big move. Okay, nice pop there. Google. All right, still kind of meandering here, but if this can get some lift out of this congestion, all right, it could quickly test these highs. So just be aware of that. All right. Now, of course, if it doesn't and it winds up being weak, then you got to look for the other side of the range. Baidu with the doji, not real convincing. Yeah, I know it was up. Okay, great, but not a real convincing day. All right. And I know the overall market, but this was earnings related. So, all right, Cena. Yeah, look at this consolidation. Wow. Keep your eye on this. I mean, you have this little dipsy-do, but otherwise the open and close stayed inside of it. I mean, this thing's ready to go one way or the other. Now, since we're under the big moving averages, it would suggest that it's going lower, but to me, the volatility always takes precedence. So the fact that the volatility is contracted means we should be watching for a move either way. Okay? Okay, good. Let's look at Priceline. It's trying to creep up here. Chipotle. Chipotle threatening the highs again. Nice doji on Friday. Can the buyers come in and try to break this out? And will that breakout stick? That's the big question. Netflix. Okay, trying to bounce here. All right, to me, it looks lame. Volume is lame. So, I mean, personally, I wouldn't be falling in love with this. I'm not going to be falling in love with this on the long side, but may offer an opportunity for a trade either way, and a move into resistance may offer a nice opportunity for another short. That's Netflix. What else are we looking at here? How about Ford? Somebody asked me to take a look at Ford, and Ford's had a wicked move off of the lows. Really nice move off the lows, and right here it could be called the bull flag. All right, this is an impulsive move. It's still under the 200-day, so it's tough for me to call this a full-on bull flag. But if it triggers here, watch the 200-day for a target. All right, let's look at some new stocks that we don't usually look at for the video. First one is WNR, Western Refining. And this came up above my scan as a breakout above the 200-day, and then the little dipsy-do back, and then up again. All right, it's not specific for that, but one of the criteria of the scans that I do look for this kind of yo-yo action. So what happened here is it broke the 200-day. It said, nope, we're going back down, and now it said, yep, and we're right back above it. So I'd watch this here for a try at these highs up here at 1841 at a minimum. And then, of course, we have the highs up here at 2175 if this could get some momentum behind it. TravelZoo, this name has been beaten down, and now looks like it could be a small cup and handle. All right, sorry about that interruption. So it looks like it could be a little cup and handle here, but if not, and doesn't know if it qualifies exactly like one, this is definitely a small consolidation here. So if this were to break, watch for this 89 EMA to be tested. USAP, Universal Stainless Alloy Products. All right, this had a nice push up, but this is a pretty rapid rise, and then the spinning top here. So if we do get a pullback, we do get some weakness. This could be one to watch for a close of the gap down to 37, and then the moving average is below it. Here's Swift Transportation. All right, this one is in consolidation here. Not in a great one, but it's definitely this is definitely a consolidation. So watch to see if this gets some expansion. Watch that 200-day. If it does, right, you have the moving averages here as potential support if it decides to go out the other way. And patterns like this, I mean, this isn't a great looking consolidation, but it's obviously coiled. The great thing about patterns like this is, if it breaks to the upside, your stop is just on the other side, and it's not much risk. It's 962 up and 922 down. It's 40 cents. It's 962 with a target of 1197. I mean, that's pretty good risk reward when you think about it. 40 cents for whatever, two and change, 6 to 1 or whatever it is. Then this Synaptics, another one. Extended, a little bit of a parabolic push here, and now the pause. Can it get a pullback here, or is it going to just rip higher? All right, pretty stretched here, so I would not be surprised if it got a pullback. Ryland Group, okay, Ryland Group had a nice push off the bottom here. Now has that 200-day moving average. Watch this on weakness. Back to these moving averages for a potential bounce. And Blue Nile. Okay, Blue Nile's a weird one. This one also came up on the yo-yo scan here. All right, so this broke above the 200, then it came back down, then it broke above intraday. And I don't know why it picked this up. I guess it picked it up because the majority of the day was above it. I don't know. And then now it's back below it, but has a pattern right on the 200-day. And the 200-day is a natural inflection point, okay? You can see ran into trouble at this last high. Now it stays below it. So if it pushes and it can get through this, it may do a little squirt job and get above 50 and try to move up to this next level up here, all right, into the 52s. So that's a couple new stocks and some of the older stocks that we've been looking at. And a lot of times people write me with stocks to look at, but they're usually just repeats of the stocks I normally go over. They want to know for the management and what I'm thinking now. But if you ever have a stock that you want me to look at, as long as it's not a thin penny stock or something like that that has no volume, or you have your own agenda on, just write me a note, and I will be happy to analyze it for you in the videos. All right? Have a great trading day on Monday. Talk to everybody again on Tuesday.